If you're trying to learn new keys on a saxophone, new scales on a saxophone, and you're trying to understand how you can start playing in different keys so you can learn your favorite songs on the sax, this lesson is for you. And it all starts with learning your major scales, but I'm going to show you how to actually transpose from one key to another with ease, even if you only know 2 or 3 scales. And once you're able to do that, it's really going to help you improve your ability to play in those keys. So let's say you know the G major scale and you know different songs in G major, but now you want to start learning how to play songs in F major. Well, you can take the songs you've learned in G major and transpose them to F major to help you improve your ability to play in F major. So I'm going to get into a lot more detail in this video, but before I do, my name is Alexander Mathias from saxophonemasterclass.com, and on this channel I go into depth on how to learn and master the saxophone even if you're a complete beginner. But if you want to go even deeper with me on all of this, check out my free Saxophone Mastery Secrets webinar. There's a link below this video. It's completely free, and I show you step by step how you can start to learn and master the saxophone using my saxophone mastery system. So there's a huge amount of information in there. After you watch this lesson, go and check it out. Just go to saxophonemasterclass.com/secrets. So let's say we know some simple songs in the key of G major. Let's just start with Mary Had a Little Lamb. We want to be able to transpose that song into another key like F major. And it all starts with knowing what the notes of the song are relative to the major scale. So let's say we're playing Mary Had a Little Lamb in G major. This is what it sounds like. So that's a pretty simple song, right? It's not very hard. You just have the notes of G, A, B, and D in that song. But that's in the key of G major. And G major is G, A, B, C, D, E, and F sharp. There's 7 notes in G major. So you want to know what each of those notes are relative to the scale. The notes of the song are B, A, G, A, B, 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 A, B, D, D. So we're only playing the first note of the scale, the second note of the scale, the third note of the scale, and the 5th note of the scale. So when we're transposing this song to F major, we're going to take the same note degrees from the F major scale. So we're going to take the first note of the scale, we're going to take the second note of the scale, the third note of the scale, and the 5th note of the scale to create the same melody. So the first, second, third, and 5th note of F major are F, G, A, and C. So now we're going to be using those notes to play Mary Had a Little Lamb in the key of F major. So we're going to start on A, go down to G, down to F, etc., etc. So let me play you Mary Had a Little Lamb in F major now. So as simple as that, we're able to transpose Mary Had a Little Lamb from G major into a different key, into F major, by taking the same note degrees, the first note, the second note, the third note, and the 5th note of the scale, and then transposing it for F major, which is F, G, A, and C. They're the first note, second note, third note, and 5th note of the F major scale. So it's really important to know your major scales, but this is going to help you start transposing songs into different keys, and it's going to help you learn new songs in these different keys as well. So you should do this for every scale that you know. If you know C major, if you know D major, try to transpose Mary Had a Little Lamb into those keys as well. So let's do it again now in the key of C major. Again, we're taking the first note, the second note, and the third note, and the 5th note of C major. C major is C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So we take the first note C, second note D, third note E, and 5th note G to create the melody of Mary Had a Little Lamb. And this is what it sounds like. So this is a great way to start learning new keys on the sax. Take a simple song that you know and transpose it into different keys. You can do this with any song that you like in any key, but try to do it with simple songs at first to get you familiar with the different note names. So in Mary Had a Little Lamb, there's only 4 different notes that you're using. Try to use songs that only have 4 notes, 3 notes, maybe 5 notes when you're trying to transpose it first. And that's going to help get you started with transposing to different keys. And this is a really important skill when you play the saxophone, because the sax is a transposing instrument. You are in different keys on the saxophone. So when you download music or when you try to learn sheet music from a song that's in the key of C major, for the sax, for the alto sax, it's actually going to be in the key of A major, and for the tenor sax, it's going to be in the key of D major. So learning how to transpose from that concert music, that piano music, that bass music, that guitar music, the vocal music, is going to be a great skill, because now you can transpose to a different key and write out the correct letter names. So this is just a simple way to start getting familiar with different keys. And of course there's 12 different keys in Western music, but you want to start with simple keys like C major, G major, which has 1 sharp, F major, which has 1 flat, D major that has 2 sharps, B flat major that has 2 flats. Keep it to simple keys like those 5, especially for the saxophone, because as you go into more keys, it's going to get more and more complicated with more sharps and more flats. So try to keep to those 5 keys at first and try to transpose simple songs into those 5 keys at first before you move on to more complicated keys. So I really hope you got a lot out of this lesson today. Remember, if you want to go even more in depth on how to learn and master your favorite songs, check out my free Saxophone Mastery Secrets webinar. There's a link below. Just go to saxophonemasterclass.com/secrets, and it's completely free. You can get over an hour of really valuable content that's going to help you on your journey to learning and mastering the saxophone, even if you're just a beginner. So go and check it out. Let me know what you think. And if you want to learn more about how to transpose for the saxophone, check out this next lesson here, where I go in depth into how to transpose for alto, for tenor, for baritone, for soprano. I explain everything in detail, and I even give you a transposition cheat sheet that you can download for free, and that's going to help you with transposing for your instrument. So go ahead and check it out. And until next time, my friend, have a great day, have a great week, and happy playing.